Shout out to my brother Phil. Phil, if you're listening to this, thank you for inspiring me to take this photo. I shot this when my brother Phil and his family were down for a visit in mid-March, and Phil has a macro lens, and he actually has my old Nikon D750 camera. I let him borrow it a while ago, and I don't need it because I have a D500 for action shots and a D750 for portraits, and those do everything I need. So I let Phil borrow my camera, and he has a macro lens. I think it's a 105 millimeter Tokina macro lens. It's a fantastic lens, and he really likes taking macro shots. So when he and his family were down here visiting, we were looking around literally in my own backyard, and he came across this. I think is this a Bradford pear flower? I don't know. I really don't know anything about trees and flowers and stuff like that. But it's actually in my neighbor's yard, but this branch is hanging over the fence into our yard. And I mean, I can look out my back window and see this every day. And it never occurred to me to take a macro picture of it. But here's Phil, and he's like, wow, look at this flower. This would be a great photo subject. And I was like, really? You're right. It would. Like, I should try that. So thanks, Phil. I shot this at f9.5, and I could have shot at a smaller aperture to get more of this flower in focus, but that was enough to get the very tips of these, what are they called? Like the parts of a flower. I'm thinking like 7th grade science class here. There's like the petal, the stamen, the pistil, I don't know. But those little purple dots at the end of those white tendrils, those are in focus, and the petals of the flower are in focus. So f9.5 was enough to get pretty much the whole thing that I wanted in focus. And the rest of it nice and beautifully blurry. Especially that background, the blue sky accentuated with the other purple flowers kind of cutting through. I just think it all comes together to form this really cool picture, especially the backlighting. I'm a huge fan of backlighting in macro photography, especially macro flower photography. And that's on full display here. So this is a super fun picture to take, but also this is a super fun memory to have because this picture wouldn't exist without my brother coming to visit. And when I see this picture, I also think of the times that we spent together that weekend, and both our families and kids and wives and everything. Like, it was just a really fun weekend to have. So it's all part of, I don't know, like taking a picture it's more sometimes than just what you see. It's fun to have a story to tell and a memory to share behind the picture as well.